my friends? Matt Prince from Royal Fitness. This is another episode of 3 Minutes with Matt, and today's topic is this: thumb over or under, right? So lately I've been trying to drive this home. One of the guys who I train with, he got it, and it's working really, really well. I got a message on Sunday saying, hey Matty, I did this, and it worked really, really well. Thank you so much for your help. It's, even though I should have listened to you a year and a half ago about this thing, it's taken off and it's working really, really well. I was talking about his shoulder press. Now, what there's two types of grips when people are lifting barbells, and this applies on the bench press and mainly on the bench press, to be fair, but it also in the overhead situation as well. And I just wanted to show you guys in the overhead just because it's easier on camera to teach that. But basically this grip, it's the thumbless grip. They also call it a suicide grip. Pretty much the way it looks is you'd be here, you basically no thumbs around the bar, it's sitting in that palm of your hand, and you're pressing up from there. Okay, so you're getting your press happening. There is a bit of support. It does feel kind of comfortable. The bar sort of sits there. It's directly under your wrist, and there's an argument for that. A lot of people do that. It's something that's very common in bodybuilding. What I encourage people to do is to take a thumb over grip. Now, the way I can explain this, if you were to get your hand and tense it as hard as you can, so like if you're watching this video right now, just squeeze the opposite hand. So squeeze your hand as hard as you can. Now try and squeeze it harder, and squeeze it even harder, squeeze it even harder. And what you'll find is the harder you squeeze and the more effort you put in and you try and squash your hand, imagine there's a bar in there even, and try and crush it, you'll find that your forearms switch on. Your hands obviously switch on. You find your wrists, your forearms, your biceps, your shoulders, your lats, all of your serratus muscle, all of your core muscles will start to really switch on. You'll end up sort of curling over, trying to break that bar. Now what that does, when you squeeze the bar and you've got your thumb around it, it's going to recruit all of those muscles to help with the lift, right? And it just makes basic, obvious common sense that the more muscles helping you lift, the stronger you're going to be, right? So as opposed to that where you're loose and there's no tension, that squeezing everything creates huge tension. So what I always encourage, now, when you're setting up, whether it's for a shoulder press or a bench press, you want to get in, you want to grab the grip width that's comfortable for you. I'm not going to talk about that right now. There's benefits for wider and closer, and I'll explain that in another video. But as you come under, you're going to really squeeze that bar, and what that'll allow, it will keep a straight wrist. You can see my wrist is straight here as opposed to bent here. Okay, so straight wrist is one. Elbows are in tight. Again, this is because I'm squeezing. If I was here, I could press it with it out here. But when I'm squeezing, it's bringing my lat in naturally. Okay, so then as I'm pressing, it's allowing all of those muscles to switch on, as opposed to just using it can be even a little bit of joint happening in there as well, with the thumbless grip. So something to play with. Squeeze the bar, tense as hard as possible when you're lifting. I always think of trying to get, especially on bench press, knuckles to the roof, and I'm thinking white knuckles. And what white knuckles means is when you squeeze really, really hard, your knuckles go white when you got a bar in there. So that's how I look at it. That's something that's helped me a lot in my lifting, and I hope it helps you. So tension equals strength. Remember that. Always stay tight, squeeze the hell out of anything. Now, if you need any help with your training, we have a 21-day offer that we're giving out at the moment called Learn to Train. There's a link below. It's 21 days. There's no commitment after that time. In that 21, you can test this out. You can get amongst the groups. You can have coaching as every member would, and as you'll continue afterwards if you choose to stay on. And we're just going to help teach you how to train. We'll teach you how to move right. We'll teach you how to lift correctly. We'll teach you the right technique. If you have any questions in any form, we'll help you out with that. So the link's below, guys. Check it out. If you're interested, let us know, and get involved, and we'll get you started as soon as you can, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, hope that helps. If you've got any questions for me, feel free to comment below or send us a message, and we'll do our best. Talk to you soon. Bye.